Chaos erupted in the boxing world recently when Mike Tyson found himself embroiled in a feud with none other than Jake Paul. What started as a fight that few really asked for quickly morphed into one of the most talked-about events in recent boxing history. In a bizarre twist, the legacy of a living legend was dragged through the mud by a 27-year-old social media star-turned-boxer. When news of the fight broke, the internet collectively lost its mind. Questions flooded in. Was this a real fight or merely a publicity stunt? Critics quickly labeled it a circus before the bell even rang. Jake Paul, with his characteristic bravado, couldn't resist taking shots at Tyson, claiming that the former champion needed money to step into the ring. This accusation was met with disbelief and anger. After all, Mike Tyson has a cannabis empire and a fortune that likely puts Jake's entire portfolio to shame. But Jake wasn't finished. He stirred the pot further with a so-called leaked script that detailed how the fight would unfold, even down to the specific rounds. This script, posted anonymously on X just before the fight, painted a cinematic picture of Tyson dominating early before ultimately falling to Paul. Fans couldn't believe their eyes. Was the fight really fixed? The script eerily matched the actual fight, leaving many to wonder if they were watching an authentic contest or a scripted performance. Jake Paul added fuel to the fire when he mentioned on his podcast that he eased off during the fight because he didn't want to hurt Tyson. "I didn't want to put too much hurt on him," he said casually, as if he were discussing a friendly spar rather than a professional bout. This revelation outraged fans, who felt he was either admitting to a stage fight or simply clueless about the gravity of the situation. How could a 27-year-old think it wise to spare a man whose legacy includes knocking out some of the toughest fighters in history? Tyson, for his part, remained largely silent amid the swirling rumors. His lack of immediate outrage was puzzling. It seemed he was letting the speculation build, quietly assessing the fallout while wondering who had leaked the script. Behind the scenes, however, Tyson's team was ready to take legal action against anyone who violated a potential non-disclosure agreement. Jake's penchant for loose lips could land him in serious trouble. Finally, Tyson had enough. In an interview with Fox Sports Radio, he vehemently denied the rigging allegations. "This fight was 100% real," he declared, his voice filled with anger. He challenged anyone to question the legitimacy of a fight where he absorbed 78 punches. "You don't fake waking up feeling like you got hit by a cement truck," he said, and he was right. Tyson's pride was on the line, and the insinuations around the fight had struck a nerve. The fight itself turned out to be a spectacle. Statistically, Jake Paul outperformed Tyson, landing 78 punches compared to Tyson's 18. But seeing Tyson struggle felt surreal. This was the Mike Tyson, the man who could knock out opponents with a single punch. Watching him falter was like witnessing a superhero lose to a sidekick. Yet, footage revealed that Tyson's punches were real and brutal. He didn't appear to be playing a scripted role. He was a fighter trying to relive past glories. Despite the statistical dominance, Jake Paul seemed to abandon his role as an entertainer. He threw punches with genuine aggression, even cutting Tyson above the eye. Analysts noted a stark shift in Jake's demeanor. He appeared desperate for legitimacy in the boxing world. Jake's assertion that Tyson needed this fight for financial reasons felt disingenuous. Tyson's wealth from his cannabis empire is substantial, making Jake's comments seem more like a desperate bid for attention than factual statements. Social media exploded with memes and commentary, with fans roasting Jake for his lack of respect toward a boxing legend. In a private post-fight conversation, Tyson reportedly confronted Jake and told him to stop ruining my legacy and to keep his name out of his clout-chasing mouth. This directness is classic Tyson, sharp, unfiltered, and ready to defend his legacy. The fallout from this fight has been significant. Fans began questioning the integrity of boxing as a sport. Has it reached a point where hype and headlines overshadow actual skill? How long before fans tire of watching what feels like scripted entertainment rather than legitimate contests? For Tyson, this fight may have tarnished his legendary status, adding an asterisk to a career filled with triumphs. For Jake Paul, it was just another day in the spotlight, a controversial figure who knows how to keep the conversation going. But at what cost? The ring, once a sacred space for forging legends, now risks becoming just another stage for viral stunts and publicity grabs. As fans are left pondering the future of boxing, one thing is certain. The sport is at a crossroads, and the choices made by figures like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson could shape its destiny.